Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, June 19th, 2025. Let's take a look at the Forex calendar for today. We got some data overnight released from the New Zealand, GDP in New Zealand. As you can see, has been released employment change and full employment change together with the unemployment rate in Australia, and we are still waiting for the SNB interest rate decision, Swiss National Bank, and then of course we have the speech from the ECB President Christine Lagarde. The other interest rate decision will take place at 10 o'clock. This is the interest rate decision from Norway. And the Swiss National Bank press conference is scheduled for at 10 o'clock as well. 30 minutes later, Gemma Buch will give a speech as well. And Joachim Nagel will give a speech at 11 o'clock. The Eurogroup meeting starts at noon, and around this time we got two speeches from ECB officials, the Guindos, and the ECB President Christine Lagarde. At 1 o'clock, we have Bank of England interest rate decision scheduled for release. The market participants expect the Bank of England to hold the interest rate at 4.25%. At 1 o'clock, we got the interest rate decision from Turkey as well. And that's about the London session. During the New York session, we have the initial jobless claims data scheduled for release at 2:30, and then we have the Fed's balance sheet scheduled for release at 10:30. So we got at least 4 interest rate decisions today. So very interesting situation here on the markets. So without any further ado, let's take a look at charts. We start with Euro-Dollar. The Euro-Dollar 4-hour time frame chart is showing us a weakness on the chart. The price is coming lower towards the 100 periods moving average, located at 1.1439. Any breakout below this 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour time frame chart would likely put the short-term trend line for a test. So this is where the trend line is, but we expected this movement to the downside before it looks like the 5-wave impulsive cycle to the upside had been completed at the level of 1.1632, and since then the corrective cycle has been made. Obviously, right now this level here, 1.1494, is technical resistance, and this level here is the intraday low, and intraday low will act as the local technical support. So the outlook for the Euro-Dollar remains bearish, especially because of the declining momentum on the RSI indicator. Right now we are around the level of 40. There is still some room to the downside. There is still some room to the downside before the market will find any sort of the support. So it looks like another spike to the downside is needed. Ahead of the Bank of England interest rate decision, let's take a look at the situation on the cable. As you can see, the level of 1.36 is a big level for the bulls. They cannot break above it. They tried at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but no avail. Local high and swing high is 1.3631, and since then the market keeps moving lower. Let me just change the local levels now. 1.3517 is the technical resistance, and the 100 periods moving average is just 2 pips away from this level. So that's going to be quite a strong, Let me just take my arrow. It will be quite strong level, especially technical resistance, right? So let me just mark it with my arrow. There you go. It's good to keep an eye on this. We got the technical resistance here. As you can see, 4 times it's been tested this level, 1.3469. Now it's the resistance, and we went down towards the level of 1.34, and the local low is 1.3382. There is still one level here which might act as a technical support, 1.3358. Otherwise, there is nothing until the level of 1.3249 is hit. So with that kind of momentum, weak momentum, it looks like the bears are in charge of the market, and they are developing the down swing on this market. All right, so we got this situation here now. US dollar versus the Swiss franc. We got the interest rate decision the Swiss National Bank. As you can see, from the lows of 8,055 pips, we've been climbing higher towards the 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour time frame chart. Local high was made at the level of 8,214, and it's been of course rejected, so we are below 100 periods moving average here on the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, and sooner or later the market might be moving even lower. Now the local technical support is the trend line, obviously, but the horizontal support, let me just zoom in. Right, so this is the trend line technical support. The horizontal supports are something like let's say 8,140 and then eventually we got one more level here, 8,088. Otherwise the outlook remains bearish. The market hit the level of 50 on the RSI indicator on a 4-hour time frame chart. Any breakout below this level would likely expose all of these levels to the test. Big bearish engulfing pattern here on US dollar versus the Swiss franc, so it looks like the market will be under the bearish pressure for quite some time these days. All right, so that's about the currency markets. Let's take a look at the crude oil to see what is going on here. As you can see, crude oil keeps going up towards the big supply zone located between 78 46 80.83. Just recently we've made a local dip towards the 69.32. Nevertheless, we bounce right back up with this kind of a big strong solid positive momentum. So it looks like the crude oil is looking for a breakout. Yes, looking for a breakout higher. The technical support is 69.21. So that's the technical support. Only a sustained breakout below this technical support would likely change the current situation to more bearish. As long as we trade above this level, the outlook remains bullish, and the $80 per barrel is next in line for a test. And last but not least, the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is not doing anything on a 4-hour time frame chart. Basically, volatility is very low. The market keeps trading inside of the mini trading zone for intraday trading zone, roughly somewhere around this level here, 106,174, and of course the technical support at 103,310. So we are still locked in between this very characteristic levels. This is the demand zone, as you can see, our green rectangle. This is the supply zone, our let's say red rectangle. Let me just put this red rectangle on the chart, so we all know what is going on. And as long as we trade between those two zones, the outlook obviously remains bearish. So let me just make this rectangle. Red, so we know that this is the supply zone. So that's it. There you go. So we are waiting for a breakout. No breakout means that we keep trading inside of this range. This is roughly about $100,000 to $112,000, so like a $12,000 range. Not that big, but it's still kind of a 10-12% range of the overall trading range on a Bitcoin. So that's quite something. Momentum remains bearish. It's not very negative. It's 46 points. Nevertheless, there is still some room to the downside here. So bulls might be up, bears might be up to the test of the demand zone soon. Short-term trend remains sideways to uptrend. Mid-term trend remains up, and the long-term trend on Bitcoin remains up as well. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye-bye.